cores717 here for the Movie Reviewers 100. This week is Batman week, and so you can see that I am reviewing Batman Begins.
Tell us, Mr. Wayne, what do you fear? You've traveled the world to understand the criminal mind. What are you seeking?
I seek the means to fight injustice.
Your parents' death was not your fault. Your anger gives you great power. Are you ready to begin?
Now, I'm not going to bore you with the whole plot synopsis or anything, but basically this is an origin story of basically how Bruce Wayne becomes Batman. It's kind of the beginning of Bruce Wayne's life, kind of leading up to the Dark Knight with the whole Joker and everything. And in the film, you have a huge cast. I mean, you got Christian Bale, who's portraying Batman. You have Michael Caine, who's playing Alfred. You have Liam Neeson, I think it's Ken Watanabe or something like that. You have Cillian Murphy, who plays the Scarecrow, the villain in the film. You have Katie Holmes, who's playing Rachel Dawes. And you have Gary Oldman, who's playing Detective Gordon.
Master Wayne, you've been gone a long time.
I heard you were back. I never stopped thinking about you. Things are worse than ever down here. What chance does Gotham have when the good people do nothing?
I'm going to show the people of Gotham their city doesn't belong to the criminals and the corrupt. And I can't do that as Bruce Wayne. But it's a symbol.
What symbol?
To conquer fear, you must become fear. If you make yourself more than a man, I think I have just the thing.
Does it come in black?
So the only thing I didn't actually like about this film was Katie Holmes' performance. It just seems like she wasn't really even trying in the film at all. Like I don't mind Katie Holmes as an actress, but in this film, I mean, she serves absolutely no purpose. And I'm so glad that they replaced her with Maggie Gyllenhaal in the sequel, because Maggie Gyllenhaal is just 1,000 times better than Katie Holmes. Pretty much everything else I liked about the film. The directing by Christopher Nolan was spot on, superb, and the cinematography was great. I know it's a dark film, but yet the cinematography is fantastic. The writing by Christopher Nolan, Jonathan Nolan, and David Goyer was fantastic. They definitely given us one of the best origin stories in a long time. All the acting performances, with the exception of Katie Holmes, were just fantastic. I mean, everyone, except for Katie Holmes, gives an outstanding performance. The action sequences in this film were fantastic, and also the fact that Christopher Nolan doesn't rely on a lot of CGI. I mean, there's more CGI in this film, I think, than there is in The Dark Knight, but I like the fact that Christopher Nolan decided to keep this Batman more grounded in reality. Also, another thing I liked was that you didn't know what was going to come next. It wasn't your typical cliche Batman film that we've been getting with mainly the Joel Schumacher versions. This was, completely fresh, brand new. You're on the edge of your seat the whole time. You don't know what's going to happen. Not only is it like a Batman superhero type summer blockbuster, but it's more like it's also kind of like a crime thriller as well. And so literally you're just kind of, from scene to scene, you just don't know what's going to happen next. And definitely if you haven't seen the film in a long time, you're just like, oh crap, I forgot that the scene played out that way. And this is fantastic. Another thing I liked was that one of my biggest gripes with the Dark Knight was that the whole Batman voice was like really growly. In this film, it's very kind of it's still kind of similar to what you can in the Dark Knight, but it's not as kind of like screamo type growly or something like that. I mean, it's more so controlled in this film. Also, the ending to this film was fantastic. The way that they set it up for the Dark Knight with the whole Joker card and everything was amazing. Definitely one of my favorite endings of all time. Overall, Batman Begins is a fantastic film. one of the best Batman films, right below The Dark Knight in my opinion. It's one of the best origin stories. Still my favorite origin story of all time would probably have to go to Unbreakable, but this is probably second. It's just a fantastic film. I give this film a 10 out of 10. Even with Katie Holmes' performance, it's still not enough to take away anything from this film. It's a fantastic film. If you haven't seen Batman Begins, I can't highly recommend this movie enough. That was my review of Batman Begins. Hope you all enjoyed it. And until next week, cores717, thank you all for watching.
Who are you?
And if they can't stop you,
He's here. The Batman.
then you become something else entirely. A legend